Alright, now I will willingly admit that there have only been 2 times I have witnessed this guy in my entire life. The first one was in 2002 when the Spider-Man original PlayStation 2 game came out, and the other one was in 2017 when they released Spider-Man Homecoming. So don't expect a review where I go in detail. Just a friendly reminder from your boy Animated Heroes, don't forget to check out my boys at Sculptimo Toys for the best figures, best prices, and fastest shipping if you guys haven't already. Let's get into it. That being said, what the heck is up, you guys? Animated Heroes here, back with another action figure review for you. And as you can see, today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Vulture. Apparently this is his classic outfit. Like I said, I don't know anything about it, and I kind of want to know a little bit about this character, but I was too lazy to go on Wikipedia. So that being said, guys, comment in the comment section below the most evil thing this guy has ever done. Like, if you read comics, I really want to know, because if it sounds interesting, I'll probably go and read it. But anyway, not to talk too long, let's go ahead and get into that sexy packaging so that we can go ahead and dive into the figure itself. Now, of course, the sexy packaging isn't something that we've already seen a million times before. We got the Legends series at the top, Marvel Spider-Man, Marvel's Vulture, the figure inside of the window packaging, which looks phenomenal. Like, I don't know if they shaded this guy or not, but it definitely looks like it. And of course, the Demogoblin face in there, which also looks just as sick as this figure. On the sides, we just got ugly pictures of the Vulture, and I mean, nothing special. On the bottom, of course, you got the blah 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 stuff. What I paid for it, I actually got $5 off because I am a GameStop member. But yeah, and then of course on the back we got this guy up here looking like Freddy Krueger. At the bottom, we've got all the figures in the wave, and then the rest of the bottom is stuff that doesn't matter. So that being said, let's go ahead and bust this guy out of the package and see what we're dealing with here. Now, straight out of the packaging, we got Vulture here looking just like Herbert from Family Guy. And I gotta say that this figure is a surprise for me. I like it. I really do. The head sculpt is actually dope. It looks nice, and their detail is just getting so much better. I don't understand the purple around his eyes, but it looks cool. He's got the little moles on his head. I guess that's what they are. This little white feathery thing around his neck. That looks sick, and they painted it very well. Like, you guys know how I am about Marvel Legends. I very rarely brag about the detail just because there's usually nothing to brag about. It's normally just pretty standard paint, but they did very well with this one. I really like how you can see this light green transition to the darker green. Like, that's something they did well on. The sculpting of his hands, the sculpt of the body. I'm not sure if I've seen this buck before, but I know Marvel Legends reuses the same bodies multiple times. I've just never seen this one before. But honestly, guys, like, this looks pretty sick. Like, for real. I do like it. I'm not even going to lie to you. And if I'm going off just paint and sculpt, automatically, guys, I can say you're going to enjoy it. But anyway, let's go ahead and put him back so we can see how tall he stands. Then we can get into that articulation, because I know that's what everyone wants to know. Now, as far as height goes, the Griffin's neighbor stands right at about 6.5 inches to the top of his bald head. So, pretty tall figure. He's very lanky, so it makes him look a little bit taller than he is, which is normal. He does have the typical Marvel Legends height, so he's going to fit in very well with all your 6-inch figures and, of course, other Marvel Legends. But that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the wings real quick. I want to show those before I dive into the articulation. I don't know how well you guys can see this on camera, but the way that the green really transitions from like one green to another, and I know I mentioned this on his skin, but even on the wings, like, it looks super dope, and these things are sculpted very well. Like, this really just goes to show what Hasbro can do when they actually put effort into it. Like, I'm not just bragging on this figure for no reason. It honestly has really, really nice coloring, and I think that it's going to look dope in some photos. So, yeah, just wanted to show those off. Now let's go ahead and take a look at that articulation. He can look up about that much, look down about that much. It comes all the way down to this little sash around his neck or whatever you call it. So it definitely works very well. He doesn't get much tilt in his head. He gets a little bit, but like you really got to pose it properly or he's going to look extremely goofy. But he does have it. He does have a slight butterfly joint. Not as good as other figures, but it is there. So kudos to them for including it. He does extend his arm up about that much, and as you guys can see, he can rotate it all the way around. Of course, he does have a bicep swivel, if I can talk. Double jointed elbows. His hands are on the standard Marvel Legends wrist, so pretty much can move around however you want without much hindrance. He does have a ab crunch. He doesn't go forward very far, and he doesn't really go back at all. That's a surprise. You would think for a bird he'd be able to lean back. But yep, he doesn't go back. But he does have a waist swivel. His foot goes out, or leg goes out about that much. Does not really go back much at all. And then as far as going out, they go out about that much before you're forcing it. He does have a really tight thigh swivel. He does have double jointed knees. His foot goes down about that far, up about that far, and as you guys have already seen, he does have ankle rockers. So as far as articulation goes, we've seen better out of Marvel Legends, but I can't complain. He definitely still moves very well. Now, as far as accessories go, his wings come in about 4 pieces. I already showed those off, so I'm not going to pull them off of him, but this is how he looks with them on, and I'm going to pose him like this. I'm not sure if it's the right way, but I would much rather show how the color transitions from one green to another when I'm posing this guy. And plus, I don't like how the light hits the back of the wings, if this is the back. So I'm just going to pose him like this when I do pose him with the wings on, which of course is going to be 90% of the time. Now, other than the wings, he does come with an alternate face, which this looks cool. I dig this. I guess it's with his little hat on or whatever. I don't know. Hoodie, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty nice. I mean, I'm probably going to keep him like this most of the time, but this is something that's cool to have. I wish he came with a pair of fists, but he doesn't. And other than that, he does come with the Build-A-Figure piece for the Demogoblin, which this here looks sick. This looks like Baraka from Mortal Kombat, and I dig it because, like, not sure if you guys can see it very well on camera, but there's a lot of paint detail in here, and it just goes to show that, once again, Hasbro can really do some quality work when they do it. So what the hell's the deal, Hasbro, with some of these older figures you released? Now, for some size comparisons, here he is standing next to 2 other figures in the wave. This is going to be the Marvel Legends Velocity Suit Spider-Man, and of course the Marvel Legends Mark III, I believe, Iron Spider or Spider-Man, one of them. You can correct me in the comments. Next up, here he is standing next to the Marvel Legends Classic Outfit Dr. Octavius and the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Far From Home Mysterio. And he fits in well with both of them. Next up, here he is standing next to the Spider-Man that I'm probably going to be posing him with the most, the Mafex Classic Suit Spider-Man. And of course, for a bit of a different comparison, here he is standing next to the Mezco Sovereign Knight Batman. Now, this is just for those people who want to see what he looks like with his wings spread all the way out. Here you go. Of course, I couldn't go all the way, otherwise these things would have been off of my camera. So yeah, this is just a little bit of a depiction of what he looks like with the wings spread all the way out. You're welcome. Now, though I can't say that this is one of those figures that just absolutely wows me, I can say that it's a figure I do really like for what it is. And that being said, it's not because the figure's bad at all. It's just I don't really know or care much about the character. I like Spider-Man. I love posing Spider-Man figures. So in order to bring out the best of my Spider-Man shots, I gotta buy his villains in order to have fun posing him with. So that's pretty much why I got this guy. Now, I will say I do like it a little bit more than I thought I was going to like it. And honestly, if you're a fan of Spider-Man and if you're a fan of collecting Marvel Legends, I think you'll enjoy this guy. Is it one that I have to have? No. Is it one that you have to have? That depends on you. I think it's a good figure for what it's worth, and I'll say it's definitely well worth the pickup. The colors are nice, the sculpt is nice, the paint's nice, it's just overall a very nice figure. It's bland in terms of what it comes with, but other than that, he's very enjoyable. So that's my review on the Marvel Legends Classic Vulture. Almost forgot this guy's name, but yeah, that's my review of him. Hope you guys enjoy it. If so, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And of course, hit that bell icon to get notified every time I upload a new video. And follow me on everything you see listed in the description below for more content. Animated Heroes out. Peace.